Hey you, do you love Black Ops 3? Yeah, of course I love Black Ops 3 Zombies. They're making a new game!
Wait, they finally remastered it? And Zombie Chronicles?
No, Black Ops 6. Why are you wasting my time?
But...
Well, I have the video for you. Hi, I'm Dr. Idiocy. I have a PhD in dumbness, straight from Harvard, so I know what I'm talking about. Is your friend Stu stupid to buy Bo6? Is he saying it's not like Black Ops 3 zombies and he's stuck in the past? Well, I'm here for you in my beautiful, up-to-date idiocracy scale.
The idiot scale? What's that?
What's the idiot scale? I'm so glad you asked. The idiot scale is a very intense, up-to-date scale that adjusts a video game, movie, or whatever we're reviewing into a very few broad categories. How fun it is, how dumb you can be in it, and a third adjective I can't think of that I will one day.
Stupid.
What does it take to be a 10 out of 10, funness certified on the idiot scale by Dr. Idiocracy himself? I don't know why you would want that, but that's why you're here, you. Bo6 Zombies is the newest addition to the Black Ops Zombies series, and it overcame a lot of the backlash the beta had, with people saying it was going to be terrible, trash, worse than Bo4, which... How do you do that? I don't really know. I never played the game. But what makes this game so good? What makes it bad? What are some of the cons? And will it ever be better than Bo3? Will Sex with Hitler 3 ever release? Well, that's why you're here, silly head, duh, with my 5.5 scale chart thing to explain to you what makes this game so good in my opinion. Are you ready? Don't really care. You're here anyway. Let's start with the gameplay. The gameplay of Bo6 is very similar to Cold War, however, it got rid of the biggest thing that everyone hated, which, to me, was the blue salvage. I hated blue salvage! But it also mixed a lot of Bo3 in there and the feel of the movement, to an extent. The gameplay is just an overall improved version of Cold War with some Bo6 mixed in there, and the Omni movement helps so much, and it is fun as hell. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure they increased the zombies' range and how fast they go in this game. So while in Bo3 they would be more slow, but they would hit much, much harder. In this game, they're a bit faster, but they're a bit weaker as well. To make up with this, they decide to spawn in the entirety of the country of Bulgaria on you every single round, from 10 onward. And once you hit 30, the manglers become the main issue. We're going to start talking about the zombies right now. The zombies in this game are, obviously, the base ones. They're weak and kind of slow at the first. They slowly get stronger and stronger over the rounds until they peak out at, I have no idea when, but they peak and, you know, they're decently fast, they're decently strong, but they're not your main threat unless you get hoarded. Next up is the vermin. The vermins are spider head, freaky little creatures that they're pretty weak, but they have a farther reach and they're just really annoying overall. They are on both maps, but they are like the dogs from Bo3 on Liberty Falls specifically. The parasites are on Terminus exclusively, and they're like the vermin for those rounds, except they fly and shoot at you instead of jump at you. They're really annoying. I hate these things. The next up is the Mangler. We know this guy. He's a cyborg from DC, but he's Russian. He shoots a big laser at you, and he is weak to melee damage. Just don't knife him unless you pack punch your knife, which we'll talk about later. Why'd I say it like that? Abominations are just the Malguas from Bo3, except they can shoot lasers now, and they will run at you at full speed. Again, I hate these things. Now, my biggest op is the Amalgam, or whatever it's called. It's like your ex-girlfriend. It's clingy, and it won't let go of you. It keeps grabbing at you, and won't stop touching me in places. And they're just really annoying. I've seen many people die to them. I hate these things. Now that we know the zombies, we need to figure out how to deal with them and survive in the higher rounds. I'm babying you. We all know it's perks. It's always been perks. Now, the perks in this game are obviously the base 4. Oh, I mean 3, because double tap isn't in this game. Well, it's Jug, Quick Revive, PhD Flopper, Deadshot, Elemental Pop, Stamina Up, Melee Macchiato, and the best of all, Speed Cola. These perks are what make Call of Duty Zombies, and with the new Augments, which, again, I'll talk about later, it's just awesome. Armor, like in Cold War, is in this game. While people have had a problem with it, I think it's really fun just to have armor. You're able to put it on. It helps you defend against zombies, especially in the higher rounds. It makes it much easier to not get destroyed by just a group of zombies when you accidentally corner yourself, because it's very easy in this game because of how fast it can be moving. However, the reason why I prefer this system infinitely better to Cold War is that, once again, no blue scrap! I hate the blue scrap, if you can't tell. Overall, these additions are awesome when you're pressing your keyboard or your controller or using the new Gobblegum mechanic. Gobblegums are from BO3, and they are awesome. I'm not going to really get into them because it's from BO3 again, but just know almost all the ones from BO3 are in this game, and a couple new ones like Max Armor. Overall, this system is much better than Cold War, and a system that's also better than Cold War is the
45, huh? Incredible.
Do you like it?
The weapons in this game, while similar to Cold War and previous games, are a bit different from the last ones. That made no sense. Well, in Cold War, you can start with a loadout. In this game, you can do the same. However, one of the big changes is that you're also able to have a set zombie loadout. This allows you to be able to grab a gun from your mystery box or from just a wall buy, and it will have your attachments that you want from the lobby. Why is this awesome? Because now I'm Big Boss.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Now, this is obviously really helpful for the later rounds if you need to buy them and, well, how you buy them. If you die and you need to just get a quick gun with good attachments, you can just use a wall buy. Overall, this is a great change. I love this change. Like I said, I'm Big Boss. Guns themselves are very well balanced and surprisingly really viable in the high rounds, especially after being pack-punched. Some guns are like from previous games, just being a normal gun that does normal pack-a-punch things, bonus damage, whatever. Other guns, however, like the GS-45, become explosive, and just the Sally and Mustang from previous games, or BO3, just BO3, maybe BO2, I'll have to check that. I personally main these things, and I'll be honest, they're the best in the game, in my opinion. Even better than a wonder weapon at times, because they're cheaper to get more ammo for, and damn I say, perfect. Other guns have other abilities that are kind of similar to the Sally Mustang, like the LW3A1, whatever the sniper is, just an op, which it just becomes explosive basically, and it is very good. It takes out abominations very easily. Or maybe like the Sigma launcher, which just gets 3 more rounds, and it's an RPG. These allow guns to be more usable in the higher rounds, which can lead to more fun, stupid loadouts, which I like. Oh, why'd I do that? The wonder weapons are the best in the game, obviously. They always are. And as they were in the past, they're just the goats. The Jetgun makes a return from transit and has a new explosive ability where if you get mauled by like 14 zombies, you can clear them out very quickly and just does more damage than it did in whatever, I think it was BO2. This is a Liberty Falls exclusive. The Terminus exclusive is a new wonder weapon called the Beam Smasher, which allows you to beam zombies with a laser. However, if you right-click it, it actually will stun the zombies for a very short time, and then be able to do bonus damage if you quickly shoot them with the beam short after. Finally, the ray gun. It's the ray gun. Not much to say. It's as busted as it was in Cold War, and good in this game. So, my personal favorite is the knife. Now, hear me out here. This thing, after being packed, which it can be packed in this game, is just busted. It is so much fun. You can do so much dumb stuff, like maul the maulers. Knives aren't foolproof, though. This game is fun as hell as well, and most of them being useful and others just being good, I guess, just more fun than anything. Something new, more so updated from Cold War is the armory box, or just like the upgrade station. There are 2. One is where you can buy equipment. This is what it was from Cold War. However, they made a separate thing where it's some like military dude where you upgrade your guns from gray to gold, and then you're able to add a perky thing. I don't know what it's called, which you're able to upgrade in Augments. I forgot to mention that equipment in this game is also very good. It's not the best, unlike, of course, you got Monkey Bomb and other stuff. However, C4 can be useful. And the stim and stuff is always good as well. Now on to augments.
Words before, but I'll teach you what they really mean. Go beyond! Plus!
The augments are the newest addition to zombies, and what really sets this game apart from previous games in the series. In my opinion, I absolutely adore this feature. It really allows more like creativity in the game from what loadouts you can use, especially compared to other games where you're only able to use a perk for one use. Now you can use it for multiple. For example, PhD Flopper can become Slider, as it was in previous games, with a simple major augment change. And this just completely changes how the perk can be used. And with one of the other ones where you're able to slide even farther than you can, it just makes it so much more fun. Because I don't know how to describe it. It's just so much fun sliding around and just killing zombies. Another perk that comes back with this feature is Electric Cherry, which isn't in the game as a perk, but as a major augment. This is sick to me. This gives so much potential to bring back double tap, please. And with this feature, it also brings back Zombie Shield with Jug. However, I would not use this. It's called Turtle Shell. I would just run the augment where it gives you more HP, because then it goes up 300 HP. Personally, that's what I run. I think that's the best, but that's more of an opinion, which is what's so great about these augments. You can choose what you like preferred to anything else. I forgot to mention it, but another thing is field upgrades. Field upgrades are back from Cold War, and they're very similar. For example, the Healing Aura will heal you. The Aura Ray will, like, being the little zombies. I don't know how to describe it. I'll throw up a clip or whatever. And Cryophies, whatever. And you're able to upgrade these, and this similar to it. You can also upgrade you can also upgrade is your weapon perks. I don't know what they're called for the life of me. It's like the weapon augments, where it's like in previous games where if you threw it in the pack-a-punch, it could get more, whatever. You get what I mean. I hope. And it's really fun. You can upgrade all this stuff. These don't do as much as the perks, in my opinion. I think they should get more variety. However, still a great change. Although it takes a stupid amount of time to upgrade these perks, which is one of my cons, which I'll talk about later, it is a great addition to the game, and I think if it's improved upon with some of the worst perks, it could really be groundbreaking for zombies, and just the playstyle itself. It will just bring so much variety and life into it. Finally, let's talk about the Easter eggs. And, dear God, there's so many. Oh man, what a nice, crazy little bazaar. Oh, First up, we have Liberty Falls, and it's pretty bizarre. Get it? Because yeah, you get it. I'll start with the first side Easter egg, and it's one of so many. First, we have the ray gun vending machine at the start. I call it the ray gun vending machine because if you hit it, there's a chance to drop the ray gun. I've never gotten it. The game hates me. I've gotten salvage. I've gotten noise detector thingies. You can do a ton of stuff with it. Next, since Dead Shop isn't on the map, they added it into the graveyard. If you go up to the graveyard and there's a certain like fence you can go to, I would recommend using a sniper. You could use a gun, other gun, probably wouldn't go well. Use a sniper. I'm just gonna say sniper from now. Look down the sight. There'll be 5 cans. You need to hit 5 cans each time consecutively. If you don't, it fails and you have to wait till the next round. I did this first try, definitely, 100%. Let's move on. Alright, next, if you go up to the church, which is right next to the graveyard, and there is a little fence post at the top, it's going to show it on screen. If you shoot this with a Sally Mustang or with a grenade, it's going to start raining zombies.
It's raining men. Hallelujah.
Route 10-ish to do this, because if you do, it's going to drop a rare Aether tool, which will upgrade your gun to a blue rarity, which will just, it'll help save a ton of cash, you know what I mean? Next, we're going to do less of an Easter egg and more of a side thing you can do in the game, which I would recommend. It's the bank. First, to start this, you need to find 3 parts of the code. First part of the code will be in the comic book store, next the bowling alley, and then finally the bank. After you get all 3 parts of the code, put it in as comic book store. No. Bank, comic book store, and then the bowling alley. Once you get inside this bank, you will get a free 500 points. I think in solos and multiplayer. Sometimes I don't get it in multiplayer. It's weird. However, you will also be able to, if you have a loot key from killing a Mangler Abomination, get inside and get free stuff. Awesome. Okay, there's a ton more Easter eggs on this map. However, There's just too many. Go look up Mr. Waffle Waffles. I'll say one more, and then I'll get into the main Easter egg. The side Easter egg, another one, is bowling. To get this, you need to shoot 5, like, shoes across the map. One's next to the bank, one's at the gas station, one's next to the comic book store, one's at the graveyard, and another is at, I forgot, but look up Mr. Waffle Waffles. This is a really cool Easter egg. You can get free stuff from it, even a ray gun. However, you have to get, like, a high amount of points. Next is the main story Easter egg. I'm not going to spoil it. I may show, like, a little clip, but by the time I'm saying this, the director mode is out, so it doesn't really matter. However, all I'm going to say is that I did die the first time playing through this, and the second time, when I was with my friend, I died again. I did it my third try, though. Third time's a charm, you know what I mean? Alright, and I was never happier. Next up, let's do the main map. Alright, so if you go over here, you're able to grab a pair of headphones. Press F on them, and you will, or whatever the control is, or, you know what I mean. You grab it. Next, you go under this staircase, next to the bank. Press F again, whatever activates it. Next, you go into the church. The final step is to press this, and you should hear the Easter egg. You're welcome. Overall, the Easter eggs on this map are super duper fun. They're just silly. One of the other ones I didn't show is where you can find dancing zombies. There's another where you're able to, like, become the comic book store girl. Overall, these are just really fun Easter eggs. I'm really happy they added them. Terminus is a bit harder and more secretive, but still. Terminus! Terminus, from what we've seen so far, and by we I mean Mr. Raffle, or Raleigh Waffles, I don't know how to pronounce his name, I'm so sorry. There's a lot less Easter eggs to see, but there's so much longer, so I'm gonna make this as quick as I can. Pirate loot. Arg maybe, it lets you get permanent double points, but if lost or damaged, takes it away. Punch this wall with melee macchiato. Find this watch. Bring it back to the dude. Run around to these 3 islands that are marked. After going to each none of the Order mines, you need a Molotov. Throw it at these little skeleton dudes, and an elite enemy will spawn. Kill it. I recommend getting a packed gun, or you're just gonna get destroyed. Wait until your screen has some weird lightning effect on the island that is marked final, and boom, done, you got it in a treasure chest. Next up is a teddy bear one. However, I didn't get it because I died, because I suck. But you can get it. If you do get it, you were able to revive permanently, and cool. I think permanently. I don't actually know. Next up is a fish Easter egg. There's a couple. First is if you grab it and cook it with some oil that's next to the pan that you cook it at, you can give it to Peck if you bought the code from him and get your points back for free. Next, you can get Perkaholic if you kill 50 of them. How do you do that? I have zero idea. Next, the final one is if you grab it and find an item of your choosing, look that up yourself, there's like 5, you are able to get an upgraded gun perk or gun ammo perk for a limited time. Finally, another one. A UFO is able to be shot down if you hit these 2 towers with dead wire equipped, and then boom, the UFO crashes on an island. It can have a ton of different loot, and it's awesome, gnarly. There's a ton more. Probably I forgot. I'll show a couple if I didn't. But there's too many to count, and we need to move on. Finally, I'm not going to spoil the main Easter egg, but just know it is so much more difficult compared to Liberty Falls, especially if you're going for the Dark Ops round 50. I haven't got that yet. As soon as this video is done, I'm grinding for it. Yeah, I missed a lot of Easter eggs. So first off, you shoot these balls, you get free points. Come down here, throw a grenade, you will get a breathing mask that lets you breathe underwater longer. You hit one of these things with a shovel, you can get random stuff, even perks. Pretty awesome, right? I got a ray gun from one of these things. Always open these things. Free ray gun's awesome. Back to the video. Finally, time for my idiotic...
Hello, what about me?
No, you're not in this episode.
Alright, to finish off this video, I'm going to start with the cons. After round 30, there are just so many mini-bosses. It's really insane. I don't have a video of me having like 17 manglers on screen, but there is a couple. It's just so insane how much that is. And in the later rounds, it feels more like a grind than actually trying to do it, especially when you're going for round 30 Terminus, or round 50, my bad. Yeah, that's hell on earth. And it's not as fun. That's my opinion, though. Some people find that fun. I do sometimes, just not really this game. On the older games I just feel like there's too many mini-bosses. The augment system is super, super, super good. However, some of the, like, augments just suck compared to others. Like, it's just really unbalanced. Like, for Jug, I'm going to take 300 HP or the turtleback rather than, like, whatever the third one is where, like, you stun them with armor, which it's like Widow's Wine, but worse, I guess. Or I may have got them mixed up, but you get what I mean. That's not a good example, but there are other examples that it's just some of them just aren't good, and it takes way too long to grind, like way too long. And finally, there's no double tap. Give me double tap. All right. Remember, I say all this with a grain of salt because this game overall is just so much fun. I've had a phenomenal time with this game. I love this game. If I had the chance to rank this on the idiotic scale, here it is. I'm going to rate it a 8.5, like a high 8.5, almost 9. Because I think this game has the potential, if done correctly with the DLCs, to be better than BO3. And I'm being very serious with that because BO3 has its issues, and this game obviously also has its issues, but it has the potential to be on the same level as BO3, and maybe even surpass it, like I've said. Overall, again, this game is super fun. I think if this game is fixed, it's going to be awesome. Yeah. In the video. Alright, this is the credits. Credits. Thank you for watching this video. This is my first video, and if this does even remotely well, I will upgrade my mic and camera. Maybe not my camera, because I think it's funny having a kind of bad camera, but my mic I 100% will upgrade. I'm going to be making videos on the campaign soon, and the multiplayer. The multiplayer second, because I hate this multiplayer, makes me tweak out. Like and subscribe, and I'll make sure you get a free ray gun.